死ぬ。
When it comes to anime, there are many things you can find enjoyable or satisfying, but in my experience, some of the most satisfying moments tend to be when arrogant characters get what they deserve. So, for this video, I have compiled 10 great humbling moments, and if this video gains a minimum of 250 views, I will try to make a series out of this. Like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you need to do, but please, let's get to that 1000. Kicking off the video, I will start with something mellow, and that is a standoff between Frieren and the demon Aura. Aura has a special ability that enables her to put her soul and the soul of her opponent on a scale, and whichever soul has the most mana comes out the victor. This is a double-edged sword kind of ability, but since Aura is a demon, she has otherworldly amounts of mana. This power would result in an automatic win against almost any other opponent. But Frieren has been alive for more than 1,000 years, and she has mastered the ability to suppress her mana, and that miscalculation would be the undoing of Aura. I know this doesn't exactly come across as anything epic, but if you have watched Frieren Beyond Journey's End, it is one of the most pleasing moments of the show. After finally achieving his Super Saiyan form, Vegeta was feeling himself, and after defeating Android 19, he felt like the strongest man in the universe, but Android 18 would bring him right back down to earth very quickly after only a few exchanges. Sometimes I really hate the fact that Vegeta always plays second fiddle to Goku, but displays like these prove exactly why. He always gets a silver or a bronze medal. Amongst the Chimera ants, Cheetu wasn't exactly the most powerful, but his incredible speed gave him a big advantage, and this level of speed also went to his head and made him feel like he was invincible. But as he would ultimately learn that being a speedster and being elusive really means nothing when that is the only thing that you depend on in a world that includes the likes of the Zoldyck family or just a powerful and experienced Nen user.
見ても見んでも結果は一緒じゃ。キム君。
Well, a big percentage of what Jinwoo does in solo leveling is embarrassing stronger opponents, so you can pick quite a few moments that include him to be in a video like this, but I choose this one because this was the first time that he actually killed a human. This guy was quite skilled, but what does a little bit of skill and a big ego mean when it comes to someone who has the ability to level up with each thing that he kills? It means nothing. Absolutely nothing. There was maybe a few seconds where it looked like Jinwoo could be in trouble, but it ultimately turned out as a big W for the protagonist.
待て、嘘だろ。なんだと。
Wistoria 1 and Sword has Harry Potter-like elements, and this fight kind of feels like Harry finally putting Draco Malfoy in his place. One thing you need to know about Will Shepard is that he doesn't have magic. He's essentially an outcast, but for his lack of magical ability, he makes up for his relentless training, and this training has built him up to someone who can stand on equal footing with magic users. Do you ever get tingles when a certain type of character gets their ass handed to them? Because I solely got it at the conclusion of this great one-on-one as Will proceeded to beat some respect into the pompous Julius. For the majority of the encounters between Ichigo and Ulquiorra had the upper hand. Even in this specific fight, Ichigo was outpowered and outclassed in every which way. Well, that was until the full potential of his holification was released, and it resulted in this menacing transformation that even put fear into the emotionless Ulquiorra. The Espada of course didn't just lay down and accept his fate, he fought back, but this form of Ichigo was just too powerful and it essentially turned into a one-way beatdown.
もはや意味などありはしない。やれ。
Levi Ackerman is someone who is synonymous with great moments, but his first encounter with the Beast Titan is surely one of his most iconic displays. The way the Beast Titan was portrayed and hyped, it almost felt like he was gonna be some unbeatable monster, but a rage-filled Levi made quick work of Zeke and almost made him look like some mindless titan. I cannot watch this scene without getting goosebumps. I understand Sasuke has a good reason for being such an asshole, but at this stage of the story, him being such a big douchebag was kind of getting on my nerves. Him being so overconfident and smug led him to the 8 tails. I still don't understand how he thought this was gonna be easy, but that is just a product of his massive ego. And that ego proceeded to let him get dog walked by Killer Bee. If Sasuke didn't have a team with him, this solely would have been the end of his story because Killer Bee almost killed this man twice in the same fight. I can tell you now, the Naruto franchise doesn't have a shortage of great moments, but for me personally, this is something that is top 10 worthy.
Nakama no kazu to haichi wa
Jujutsu Kaisen is one of those shows that actually struggles to have a shortage of moments that stand out because almost everything classifies as epic, but this is something that I feel is in the elite ranks of epicness concerning this anime. JJK has a number of characters that I genuinely dislike, but this piece of shit is surely in the top 2. He is the type of guy that only fights people weaker than him just so he can feel powerful, but the moment someone stronger than him stepped up, it resulted in something beautiful. As you obviously know, this video is about characters being humbled, and I have to say that this is probably the most disgusting moment of them all. The crazy thing about this entire confrontation is that it could have been easily avoided if Teru didn't have such a god complex. And the thing is, Mob tried his best to not unleash the beast, but it couldn't be contained, and then it resulted in such a beatdown that Teru basically changed the entire outlook of his life after the fight. You know you got destroyed in a battle when it changes your entire view of life and your existence in the world. But hey, in my efforts to keep this video as short as possible, I will end it on this note. Please like and subscribe, only 500 more to go.
僕が悪かったよ！超能力はもう人に向けないから！